So I just got back from the How to Train Your Dragon live action remake, and I gotta say, pretty good movie. So I've pretty much given up on all the live action remakes. I stopped watching the Disney ones after they ruined Mulan. Well, they didn't ruin the original, but they ruined the remake. And basically, in my mind, there's no real reason to do a live action remake unless you're going to change the story in a meaningful way or add something to it, or if there is a reason to do live action. Most of these Disney live action remakes, if not all of them, are purely just a cash grab. And I didn't really want to see this movie, but my family wanted to see it, so I said sure, I'll tag along. And while I don't think this movie needs to be live action, I don't think there's any reason to make this into a live action version. I still think the animated version is better for many reasons. I also think this movie works pretty good in live action. Like, if the animated versions never existed and this was the How to Train Your Dragon experience, spot on. I think it's pretty dang good. If this is the first time being introduced to this world, it's a great introduction. I was very happy to see that the director from the original trilogy, the animated one, came back for this movie. I was also very happy to see Gerard Butler reprise his role. Both of those, along with the composer coming back, all those people coming back to remake this movie definitely gives you a little bit of hope going into this that maybe they won't ruin this one. I do have a couple issues with this movie. The first one is the pacing. It's 20 minutes longer than the animated version, and you can tell it does not really flow as well as the original. It kind of drags along a little bit. There are definitely moments where you're like, come on, movie. Let's go. Let's keep it going. And while I did enjoy the cast, I think the casting was very well done in this movie. Obviously, Gerard Butler, Nico Parker playing Astrid did a good job, and Mason Thames playing Hiccup also did a good job. But I'd be lying to you if I said that Hiccup was better in the live action versus the animated. Jay Baruchel, the voice of the original Hiccup, such a perfect casted role. Honestly, big shoes to fill for this remake, and I don't quite think they were filled. He did a good job. He honestly did a great job. But man, perfectly casted Hiccup in the original animated one. The voice is basically iconic. It really helped the movie in general give you that emotional weight behind Hiccup. Even though he's not a kid, like the voice actor's not a kid, he just played the kid growing up part so well. I truly don't think he was replaceable. And honestly, Astrid in this movie is good, but not as good as the original. I think that's more of a character problem, less of the actor's problem, but still, not quite as good. But Gerard Butler, same. He might even be a little better in this movie than original. He kind of just hammed it up in this one, and I think he was enjoying every single minute of it. So in the live-action Lion King, they didn't get the point, I feel like. The animals were not really animated in the remake. Maybe that was their point, but it left the movie soulless. In this movie, the animated dragons are perfect. They might actually look a little better in this movie than the original. I think visually this movie is stunning. It looks like a much higher budget than it is. The action scenes are great. There's a couple shaky cam moments that I'm like, maybe not as good. But there is real character and emotions, especially in Toothless. Absolutely love Toothless in the original, absolutely love Toothless here. But that kind of goes back to my original point. Did this movie need to be made? The dragons look the same, the world more or less looks the same. The only thing that looks different is the animated characters versus the live action characters. But they act the same, they have the same dialogue. It's basically a shot-for-shot remake, and it's only been 15 years since the original, so I feel like you're not really introducing this movie into a whole new generation. I mean, shit, How to Train Your Dragon 3 came out 6 years ago. So I guess if a 6-year-old is going to the movie theaters right now, then maybe they'll see this movie and they'll have a new light. But it hasn't been long enough to merit a remake, if you ask me. And this remake doesn't do anything better or really add on to the original. So I just don't think it's necessary. But all that being said, the original story is still great, and that story is in here, which is still great. There's still those heartfelt moments, still good acting, still a good tale, it's a feel-good ending. So just on the merit of how is the movie, 8 out of 10. Not considering that it's a remake, how is this movie? It is still a good movie. Anyway, what did you guys think? If you've seen the movie, let me know down below. Talk to y'all later. Subscribe if you want to. See ya.